If you do not understand how to get into a high vibrational state at the start of every single day, life will always be difficult for you. Getting into a high vibrational state is the equivalent of, in the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, when he takes the pill and suddenly he's good at everything. He goes from being a depressed writer that can't write to getting multi-book deals, learning 4 languages, getting all the girls. That's what being in a high vibrational state is the equivalent of. If you don't understand this, it's like you're living blind. You're living without understanding the laws of the universe. So in this video I want to teach you what a vibrational state is, because I understand this could be new information for some of you, and how to find this state quickly and easily every day so that you can dominate the day, dominate your life. Let's get into it. So for anyone that doesn't know, vibrational states, the universe is energy. Everything is energy. We're all vibrating at a certain level. Certain feelings, moods, things that you do, events in time, they vibrate at different frequencies. We all inherently understand this, and the reason why I'll explain to you now. So let's imagine you go and sit down for a conversation with a certain person. There are some people that you can sit down and speak to, and they fill you with energy. When you're speaking to that person, you feel like anything is possible, and you come away from the conversation recharged and full of energy. And there's other people that you sit down with, and they drain you. They bring you down to their frequency. These are emotional states. They're high vibrational people, low vibration people. That's why some people are lucky, some people are unlucky. That's why success comes easy to some people and is so hard to attain for others. So when you vibrate at a low frequency, that's what you attract into your life. It's why when you focus on bad things happen. It's like when you focus on the positive things happen. We attract the same frequency that we're putting out. Fairly simple stuff. That's a very brief explanation. I won't go too hard into it, but that's basically what it is. This brings me on to scarcity and abundance. These are two ways of thinking. One is a very low vibrational state and one is a high vibrational state. Scarcity equals low vibrational thinking about what you don't have. People that are in a scarcity mindset usually just want to cling on to the very little things that they do have, and they're very scared about the world. They're constantly complaining and thinking about the bad things that are going to happen to them. An abundance mindset is you believe you already have everything that you need, and everything else, everything that you want, is coming to you. To put it simply, imagine if I told you in 30 days you were going to have $1 million deposited into your bank account. It would instantly change your vibrational state and the way your mind works. For the next month, you'd be happy as anything. You'd be running around, helping people, spending what money you do have. You wouldn't have a care in the world if you knew you were getting that $1 million. That $1 million isn't there yet. It's not even a physical thing. It's a mindset. And that's what an abundant mind thinks like. My mind thinks like that. That money is no object. All the money I need in the world is coming to me, so I'm not scared to spend it. I'm not scared to use my energy because I know I have unlimited energy in my life. Tiredness doesn't exist. I'm full of energy. I'm an abundant thinker. Your emotions and your behavior change when you become an abundant mind that works at a high frequency. Same if you're a scarcity-minded person and you believe everything is hard to get and life is difficult and you love to complain. That's the same way your life goes. It's all well and good having a positive mindset, but my dog just died, I got hit by a car, and my girlfriend hates me. What do you say to that? How am I positive? How can I be positive with that in my life, with all these problems? The person with an abundant mindset, the person that lives in positivity, views all misfortunes as blessings in disguise. That's the first thing that you have to do with your life. And if you've lived any kind of positive existence on this planet, where you are bettering yourself, you will realize that God's plan is much bigger than your own. Stop viewing the unexpected as negative. Normally, the things that we think are negative are just the unexpected. We wanted a certain job and we didn't get it. We wanted to go to this place and we didn't go there. We wanted to get on this flight, but we missed it. God's plan is far greater for you than you could ever imagine yourself. Your plan, by comparison, is fucking boring. Look back on a time where you had a misfortune or something bad happened in your life. And if you're a positive person, you will now look at that misfortune as probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to you. I'll give you the perfect example from my own life. Every bit of misery and pain and disappointment and issue that I've had to go through my life, where I thought I wanted something and I didn't get it, all of those have given me stories, given me character, given me a personality that's put me on my true path that allows me to share things with you. Every single thing that I thought I wanted and didn't get because of God's plan has turned out to be the biggest blessing in disguise and brought me more fortune and success in my life than I ever could have dreamed on my own. And that's how life works. So stop viewing any of the things in your life that are, as you perceive them, negative to be that way, because they are blessings and they are pushing you towards your true potential. As long as you keep a positive mind and you view them that way and you find the good that's in the bad, then your life will work out fine. As soon as you become a person that complains and keeps those things in your life as the things that held you back, you'll slowly wither away. You'll go down onto a low frequency and nothing positive will then come into your life. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful on this planet is the way of their thinking. And the majority of people, if you look at them, the majority of unhappy people around the world, because unfortunately the majority of the world is not successful. The majority of the world do not have everything they desire. The majority of the world do not wake up loving every day of their life. The biggest thing, the only change, is the mindset of those two people. And if the majority of people you see that are not living the lives they want to live have a negative mindset and take in information and talk about it negatively, you know for a fact that's the thing that you don't want to do. The positive people of the world, the successful people of the world, ignore almost everything. You can't let everything affect your feelings. You can't let news from around the world affect your feelings. You can't allow a person in the street or the busyness of a train affect the way that you feel. You can't jump onto that pendulum swing. What you have to do is ignore almost everything and only focus on the things that you want, and they will come to you. So from now on, I want you to make a conscious effort to never express your dissatisfaction at something. Why would you ever express a negative emotion? Why would you ever complain about something? That's what brings it life. Only the things that can affect you mentally are real. If you ignore them, they do not exist. So from now on, ignore the bad news. And most of us, this is why news is made the way it's made. 99% of the news is negative energy. And the reason for this is because people talk about it and it breeds in their mind and it breeds their energy, and your focus goes onto the news channels and makes them money. Whereas with positive ideas and positive thoughts and good news, we think about it for a second and then we let it go. It's like the bad things in your life always hold so much more emotion than the positive things in your life. And you have to make a conscious change to relish in the good news. When there's any good part of your life or a good bit of news, you talk about it and you exhaust it and you think about it and you think, well, this went good for me today. Thank God I lifted this today. I ran this far today. Man, that was a fucking good day. It's fucking sunny outside today. That girl winked at me today. They're the things that you run in your mind. And you let go of the negative, and the negative's no longer there. And when you allow that into your mind, these positive things, your frequency comes up and you start to only notice positive things, and you start to notice the answers to your problems, because the answers to your problems are held on a different plane. Let's say you're looking for answers down here, and down here it's all dark. This is a low frequency. Up here it's really light and easy to see. As soon as you become positive, what you thought were problems and what you thought was impossible to solve suddenly becomes clear. Every answer to every problem you have is already there. You just have to be able to see it. You have to be able to look for it. Now, what I've explained to you so far is the very fundamental and basic laws of the universe and success, and how you can get yourself to ride the success wave rather than fighting against it and being pulled into negativity with everyone else. So how do you actually prime yourself in the morning? How do I prime myself every day so that my mind is positive? Because a lot of us wake up, myself included, inherently negative. And the first thing you have to do is be grateful for what you have. And I know so many people preach gratitude, and there's a reason, but maybe this will be the video where you actually start doing it. Maybe this will be the video where you actually make the change, because I've heard it plenty of times, and sometimes it just takes that one person to explain it differently to start actually making the change. But gratitude is so important. It's a very high vibrational frequency. When you can appreciate what you have, you can welcome into your life so much more. And if you wake up, there is always something to be grateful for, no matter how bad your situation. So you have to do that first. Just wake up, make it just one thought. A lot of people say write out gratitude lists. Just make it one thought. Just wake up in the morning and think, fuck man, I'm grateful that I've got arms and legs and I can fucking walk. Or I'm grateful I'm not ill today. Or I'm grateful my mum's still alive. Something along those lines, just a positive thought in your mind to just bump you up a little bit of that frequency. The next thing you want to do is actually play with your brain chemistry. When you wake up in the morning, you don't have enough oxygen in your brain yet. You don't have the feel-good chemicals in your brain yet to make you totally positive, to vibrate at a higher frequency. So what do? We fill you with energy through output. We go and exercise, whether that be lifting. I'm running every day in 2024. That's all to just boost the oxygen in your brain and put you in a high vibrational state. Then you have to act. So getting up at a certain time, having that thought of gratitude, getting yourself in the gym, they were all actions, and action breeds clarity. So we can't just self-develop all day. We can't just gratitude and run through the whole day. That's where this becomes procrastination. So as soon as those things are done in the shortest amount of time possible and you feel in a positive mindset, now you start to tackle the obstacles of the day through action. You sit down and you do the work, whatever that might be for yourself. From that action comes clarity. You don't find the clarity before the action. I've spent ages sitting around waiting for clarity to strike so that I could begin my work. You begin the work, however bad it may be when you start, and then the clarity comes. That's how I make videos. Again, every single day I deal with this. I didn't want to sit down and make the video. I didn't have the clarity to breathe the message to you. I didn't have the clarity to speak, but I sit down and I start and the information comes to me. That's how you conquer each day. Also, surround yourself with positive information. My life started to change looking back when I stopped listening to the news. I can't believe there was a period in my time where I listened to the news. Do you know how much negative bullshit you're just putting in your head? You could ignore 99% of what's going on in the world because it completely doesn't affect you and it doesn't fucking matter. And the things that do affect you, someone else will tell you anyway. So you don't have to worry about the news. Get rid of all negative information and influences in your life. And in the morning, put some positive information in. I like to read a self-development book or some kind of positive information that gives me a new outlook on the world that is different to the outlook of my own when I wake up in the morning. And the final part of priming yourself, some of you might sit there right now and say you're not a lucky person. And that is one of the worst things you could possibly do in your entire life. I have always said, and this must be from my mum and dad, so thank you for that, for instilling this in me. But I've always felt like the luckiest man alive. I've always said I'm a lucky person, and I have been. That's as simple as it comes. If you say you're an unlucky person, you will be. If you say you're a lucky person, then you will be, because it's a shift of perspective. So every morning you say you're the luckiest man alive. Everything you need is coming to you, and the world will open its doors to opportunity. Lads, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a pleasure. If you're struggling to surround yourself with positive minds and positive information and you don't have a circle that's positive and you live in a negative place, come and join us in the New Elite. The link's under this video. It's my private network. You will become very close with me. We will speak with each other on a regular basis. You will join my inner circle and we can conquer these things together. If you're not quite ready for that and you need that positive information and you need education on how to elevate your life, then the 10K Accelerator is for you. Lads, it's been a pleasure. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Whoop-ah!